The enemy has the bomb.
What's up, everyone? It's Tom here at Call of Duty XP 2016 with the lovely Jordan from Infinity Ward. How are you today, sir?
I'm good.
Excellent, excellent. Can you give us a quick rundown of yourself and your role at Infinity Ward?
Sure. My name's Jordan. I'm the multiplayer project director with Infinity Ward on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Awesome, cool. So XP obviously is Infinity Ward's like return to Call of Duty since Ghosts, if I'm correct. What's it like for you? What's it like coming back?
Oh man, this is going to be great. I mean, we're really excited to get the game in players' hands and just have people experience what we've been making for them for the past 3 years.
So here at XP, you revealed the multiplayer for the first time. Can you give us a rundown of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's multiplayer?
Yeah, absolutely. Infinite Warfare is a fluid, fast-paced, gun-on-gun multiplayer experience, which fans are going to expect. What's new in this one is we've custom-built pretty much everything in the game for specific play styles. We're basically putting the tools in the players' hands to play the way that they want to play. Everything from the rigs, traits, payloads, the lethals, tacticals, primary weapons, secondary weapons, perks. Pretty much everything is custom built from the ground up to give players a lot of choice in playing the way that they want to play.
That's cool. You mentioned the combat rigs and the traits. What exactly are those and what goes into developing those?
So combat rig is essentially a high-tech, the fiction is a high-tech piece of armor that the player is wearing. A rig has 3 traits and 3 payloads. So the traits are essentially perks that are very powerful and specifically built for that rig and sort of the playstyle designed around that rig. The payloads are either a very powerful weapon or a powerful ability. And so players can choose both a payload and a trait and then go into their loadout and custom tailor their loadout around how they want to play with that rig.
That's cool. Yeah, that's amazing. We got our hands on the Synaptic and the Warfighter ones.
Right.
And during that, we went hands-on with Frontier and Terminal. Obviously, one's brand new map and one's an old classic revised with that Infinite Warfare touch. Right. How does a map come together? And those two maps specifically, what can you call out with those?
So Frontier it's a small map. It does have some long sight lines, so we still encourage some players to use like assault rifles and sniper rifles in there. But it's a fast-paced map, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of frenetic action. It's on a space station. That one specifically, we don't have a lot of verticality for wall running. It's more of a frontline engagement map, just putting player against player in frame. So that map was a lot of fun to develop and a lot of fun to play.
And you chose Terminal. You chose Terminal to come back. How was it revisiting that, and what's the changes you've made?
So Terminal, bringing it into Infinite Warfare was actually a lot of work, keeping the feeling and the way that map played originally, but still allowing some of the more advanced movement, like wall running and double jumping, and making sure that those lanes still held up over the years with the new movement. So yeah, it was a lot of hard work, sort of creating those opportunities for like advanced flanking and things like that, kind of maintaining those front lines that everyone remembers and will expect in that map.
Yeah, I can imagine. Obviously, last time we saw Terminal, it was a very basic Call of Duty map, and Call of Duty was a lot slower of a game. So the speed that's come into the multiplayer, what's that like to work with?
It can be difficult at times. Bringing the maps to the right size, making sure that the ends are trimmed or padded enough so that players can spawn safely and still get into action as quickly as they expect to. This game, we really want players to be in the action a lot of the time. So to that end, we've trimmed the maps appropriately.
So obviously, Call of Duty, a huge game. You've got your zombies, you've got your campaign, you're the multiplayer team. What's it like working with those 3 teams?
Oh, it's a good experience. We all work in separate teams, but we collaborate a lot. We talk to each other, make sure that we're not doing something differently than the other teams, obviously. But there's a lot of fun to be had, even as a developer playing the other modes.
Yeah, that must be really intriguing, seeing what the other teams working on. Like, obviously, the campaign borrows facts from multiplayer. Seeing it in that vicinity, what's it like for you as a player?
It's a lot of fun. the studio relies on each other to give feedback. So a lot of it is still work, but it's obviously a lot of fun to play that stuff early and get our hands on it.
And not have to worry about how it's all working, I guess.
Right, yeah.
And final question, when can we get our hands on Infinite Warfare?
Infinite Warfare ships November 4th.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time to speak to us. And thank you for watching. And for everything else Infinite Warfare, stick it with game.